Today we're talking about deadheading geraniums. I know that's a dirty word to a lot of you, but it's something that's certainly necessary for nice, healthy, beautiful geraniums.
And there's a reason why you want a deadhead, because if you don't, you're going to have more problems with your plant and you're not going to have that beautiful plant all season long.
Yeah.
So you can see on this plant, up in this corner, there is some that are starting to be spent.
Right there.
Now, there's an easy way to make that bloom last longer, and that would be to just take out just the ones that look bad. And voila, you have a better looking plant. But when the whole flower is spent, or you really want to clean it up, how do we take it off? Do we just nip off the top of it?
No, bad idea.
Okay, so let's show them.
So with geraniums, one of the things that they are very susceptible to is disease, and so we have to deadhead them, otherwise the flower and the stem will rot down, and that'll get down on the soil, and that's where disease starts to happen. So that's what we don't want to do.
Can I also show this?
Yeah.
If you see, there's some petals that are left on the leaves here. Do you see those inside? And that's from the plant starting to tear off. And if those sit on the leaves, those also start rotting. Yeah,
so we have to be kind of careful with that rotting of anything that's falling on the leaves or getting down into that soil. So again, with the bloom, we don't just want to nip it off right behind where the buds are, or where that blossom is. We actually, on a geranium, we have to take that all the way down. So where that stem connects to the main part of the plant, that's where we're going to kind of just crack it off. And it's almost kind of like a satisfying thing to do when going through and cleaning up those geraniums. And it just makes a little click, just like that.
A little pop sound.
Yep. So this is what we're doing with the geranium. We're actually going all the way down and cracking it off to where it...
Kind of where the knuckle is.
Yeah, right where it connects to the main part of the plant. So again, we're not just nipping off the bloom, because what will happen is this whole stick, this will turn brown and kind of rot down, drop into the plant, on the foliage or onto the soil, and that's where disease starts. So that's where geraniums are really susceptible, and that's why we want to really go through and clean it up. So with the same thing,
yeah, with the leaves.
With the leaves, and with a geranium, it has such dense foliage. So when you're cleaning up geraniums, you have to really get in there and take a look.
I can see one right on the edge here.
Okay.
You see it up front? So anything like that, you want to take them out. It could be that they cracked off on their own. It could be just that they're not getting enough light, or you're overwatering and they're turning yellow. You need to just take those off, correct the issue, whatever it is, and then start forward with the new leaves.
Yep. So dig in there, get right into that plant and clean up all this foliage. This is where the problems can really start, and you can see how this is, that it's rotting down, and that was sitting on top of the soil. So this needs to go. And if it doesn't, that's where the problem's going to be, is sitting on that soil, rotting down, and infecting the rest of the plant.
Now, to make the plant, if you do it all at one time, then you're going to have blooms all at one time, and you're going to have that cycle of bloom, rest, bloom, rest.
Yep.
So if you just take a few off at a time and kind of space them, it'll do really well. Also, fertilize it after you're done doing that. Give it that nutrients to start pushing out those blooms again. Of course, use the Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer, which you can find at beatyourneighbor.com. And you can also find a ton of different videos.
Sure, yeah, we have more geranium care videos at our Sharkey's Greenhouses YouTube channel. But like Amy was saying, is you don't have to take all of them off at once, but obviously this bloom is getting past its life, but we have lots of brand new buds here. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to take this out because it's almost done. I'm going to take that out again all the way down, cracked it off at the neck, and clean up the rest of this that is sitting here. But within a few days, these brand new buds,
beautiful.
These are all going to be brand new blooms. So you will have that color, but you do need to get rid of the ones that are kind of past their peak.
Yeah.
So that's deadheading with geraniums. It is very important to do. The worst thing you can do for a geranium is not clean it up at all. That's the absolute worst thing, and that's where you're going to run into trouble. So Deadheading is a definite must for geraniums and for a nice healthy looking plant that's constantly in that blooming cycle.
Yes.
So be sure to like us and subscribe, and you can also visit our Facebook page, and be sure to visit our beatyourneighbor.com website. We have tips, tricks, and some blog articles there, and of course our Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer. That can all be found at beatyourneighbor.com. Thank you.
Bye.